everyone, welcome back to the Glow Theory podcast. I'm your host, J. Marie, and welcome to this episode. So, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about stepping into your classy woman era. And this isn't about pearls and fancy teapots and beautiful jewelry and aesthetics. It's about energy. It's about self-respect. It's about self-worth. It's about knowing who you are at the core level and standing 10 toes down in who you are and who you affirm that you are, as well as the feminine power. I'm also going to be talking about how softness is not a weakness, it's actually a strength and it's a superpower. The classy woman era is also about emotional intelligence, being self-aware, knowing your value without needing to yell it to the world. And it's also about wisdom. So let's get right into it. So, segment 1, why classy is rebellious now. So, we live in a world where being loud gets attention, oversharing gets you validation, and disrespect gets you applause. But elegance, self-control, and emotional maturity, that is the true essence of luxury. A classy woman today is not trying to impress nobody. She is simply aligned within herself, within who she is as a woman. She's not trying to perform feminine energy. She's quite literally just embodying that peace and that essence. And she's at peace because she knows who she is. She's so rooted in self-worth and she is self-sufficient. She has her boundaries. She doesn't need to prove nothing to nobody because you know who you are and you stopped needing the world to tell you who you were. Because like I said, she doesn't chase the validation. She's not seeking that. She's not needing that in her life. And that is quite literally what we want. I feel like in today's society, a lot of women, especially younger ladies, are so rooted in seeking validation from other people, doing these loud and abrasive things to get that validation. And I can understand that because I've been in positions like that before, not fully rooted in who I am as a person, as a young lady, and trying to seek out external validation from others because I didn't have that for myself. I was empty. My cup was not full because I was not pouring into my cup. I was not rooted in who I was or who I should have been. But, as you grow and as you go through a lot of things in life, I feel like obviously you will mature and hopefully find understandings within the things that you've experienced. I feel like that has happened for me, given the experiences I have been through. Yeah, as you age and as you get older and you're kind of refining who you are as a woman and start planting seeds within yourself, that is pouring into who you are, pouring into you, making sure that you are rooted in your self-worth and your confidence and that you don't seek validation from nobody but yourself, you will feel more at peace because you're not in this chaotic energy. You're not trying to seek things outside of you. Okay, segment number 2. Softness does not equate to being weak. I feel like a lot of women have really hardened themselves to simply survive certain environments or external environments that they're in, and have suppressed that soft feminine energy, whether that be from also trauma as well, or just being in certain environments or situations or experiences where you being soft was not safe at all. So it's actually a protective mechanism. Your body is trying to protect you. It's not always the best when we're still stuck in that hard and rigid energy, not in our soft and flowy feminine energy. Or a lot of women have suppressed that beautiful soft energy within themselves, not only from what I just said, but also because of society, because this world is dominated by men. So sorry, that word just sickens me. And being in a world like that, in a society like that, where it's mainly dominated by being hard and being that go-getter and doing things, a lot of women suppress that feminine energy because they don't want to be seen as weak. And it's unfortunate that, you know, in this world, that a lot of men do not appreciate and honor and have a safe space for women to be in their soft feminine energy. But I'm telling you right now, that is kind of like seeking validation out of yourself and trying to seek approval from men. We don't do that here. No, absolutely not. And also, let's address that softness does not mean you're fucking naive or you let people walk all over you or you just accept disrespect or you're just this la di da, like not a single thought or brain cell. That's not the softness I'm referring to. Softness I'm referring to is that quiet strength, that soft energy. Like you can speak kindly to someone, but still be very firm in what you say and your boundaries, that soft energy of holding grace, walking with grace, exuding elegance. She is warm but discerning. She is loving but also self protecting. She can be kind and sweet but also powerful. We don't play around with her because softness is a soul that chooses to not let the world harden that part of who she is, not let the world dim that soft energy or close it up. And I have definitely been in that very hard masculine energy, given obviously my experiences, and it's like really suppressed a lot of my feminine energy even growing up as a kid. It was not safe to just be soft and girly and this and the third. I was seen as not that. I was not seen as, like a little girl. I was not seen as a soft, girly girl who can like the color pink, unfortunately. And breaking out of all that bullshit and getting out of those environments that made me believe that, finally stepping into this softer, more gentle energy, it just obviously it feels nice, it feels natural, but it feels good, because I combined it with the boundaries as well. Not just soft and la di da, let people walk all over me. Fuck no, not anymore. We have boundaries now. So, of course, I'm going to be warm and nurturing and sweet, but I don't let any motherfuckers play in my face. There's no one playing in my face. That's just not happening. Not at all. So, that's the softness I'm talking about. We want that. We want that beautiful energy, but we are strong, we are powerful, and we do not let people cross us or walk all over us. That is not what we do here. Okay, we're gonna move on to segment 3, which is I see everything, I just don't react like I used to. Which is I see everything, I just don't feel the need to react sometimes. I believe that elegance and staying in that classy energy, like I was saying, is that emotional maturity. Elegance lives in emotional control and composure and keeping your shit together because you're at peace within yourself. So none of that chaotic energy that someone else might be exuding onto you and trying to project onto you will shake you because you're firm, you're at peace, you're okay. There you don't feel the need to get provoked. And obviously I feel like that takes time as you grow and mature a lot more, especially when you're put in positions where you have been provoked constantly and you react terribly. And sometimes in situations like that, you got to take that time to reflect, to refine that, and bring in some emotional control here. Because classy energy says, I do not argue, I remove myself. And for me, that is something that is so important for me. My peace is beyond important for me and will forever be important. My internal peace, it stays like that. And if someone unwarranted just gets provoked around me or near me, I just kind of get up and leave, or, just kind of will try and respond in a more calm manner, I guess. Before, I used to be very reactive. I used to get very provoked sometimes And I would say I have usually just been a very nonchalant, very I don't care kind of child and teenager and young adult. I feel like I did have a lot of reactions towards people that I really, really cared about. And sometimes the people that we care about the most or love the most can get you really provoked. But if that's the case, then it's like you need to remove yourself out of that dynamic, even if you do care for them and love them. But if you are able to get so provoked by these said individuals, that is not for you, especially if you're like stepping out of your character and who you normally are. You got to remove that out of your life because we don't tolerate that. We don't need to argue. We don't need to get provoked and get our nervous system all messed up, get our cortisol stress levels all up rocket high. Like, we don't need that anymore because in arguments, we are not here to try and convince anyone to understand what you're saying, because there's a lot of people in this world who will choose to purposely not understand you, and there's no point in getting provoked and trying to argue and try and prove your point, right? Especially if you've been very clear. Don't get yourself all tethered up in there. There's no point in getting and playing around in that kind of energy. That's low frequency. We want to stay elevated. We want to stay up here. So we leave those nasty, mean arguments or provoking situations. We leave that alone because I'm not entertaining that. I'm not letting my peace, my internal peace, get disrupted by someone else's inner demons. No, 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 because you don't need to be clapping back anymore. You don't need to try and prove your point or prove your worth. Simply don't participate in anything that does not bring you peace. Because I feel like when you're growing and maturing, silence becomes strategy. Because you can now, when you just sit back and not be bothered by certain individuals who are trying to provoke you, you sit back and just kind of observe that energy, and it's like, okay, that's immediately understood. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm going to stay away from that. Or when I have been in certain situations where some individuals feel the need to get provoked, I don't know what it is. I think it's something about my energy. A lot of random people just get provoked from me just existing. But anyways, usually when that happens, I just kind of sit back and just stare at them. I don't say anything. I just, you know, just sit and observe. And sometimes it brings down their energy to a zero because it's like, oh, well, she's not doing shit. She's not moving. She's just a rock. Very grounded. You're not bothering me today. You're not tipping my energy today. No, I don't accept that. I'm not entertaining that. No, thank you. Invitation is declined. All right, segment 4, stepping into your classy woman era. So, just a few things that can elevate your energy and keep you in that classy woman era. Number 1, speak slower. Power is calmness, it's stillness, it's, you know, when you are in conversations with people and it's like chaotic and it's like, oh my god, like what in the world, there's no stability in that. Feels chaotic, it's giving chaotic, and it's just not. We don't want to mess up our nervous systems here. Just speak slower, relax, calm down. And I definitely understand. I definitely used to be in a very chaotic energy, so I totally get it. I guess it just kind of takes time as you're healing certain parts within yourself that gets you to that state of calmness. You're able to speak slower and, take your time with it. Number 2, you don't need to be oversharing everything about your life, every single detail about your life, to people that you're not really close with. I feel like we just don't need to be oversharing, especially with certain people that you don't even really, really know like that. It's like an example, coworkers, right? If you're not having dinner with them or inviting them to lunch or hanging out outside of work, you don't need to be oversharing your whole entire life story to them. They don't need to know every single detail about you. It's also about certain energies can tamper with your energy and your life path. Trust. So just be very careful about, who you're sharing your information to. Number 3, emotional discipline. Respond however you need to respond in a calm manner if you choose to, but don't react. Don't get provoked. Don't get to a level where you are so provoked and it's just like, bleh, the bad parts are coming out. We don't want that, and we don't want to be around certain individuals who can get you out of your character. Number 4, dress with intention. And when I say dress with intention, I mean when you're going out to certain events in your life. If you're going to a bar, if you're going to whatever it is, something that is actually important, dress with intention. Or even like around the house, like dress cute, make yourself feel cute, make yourself feel soft in like a cute flowy dress around the house, right? It doesn't need to be something overly extravagant, but if you're leaving your home, we don't always want to look bummy, right? We still want to look cute to a point. Even if you wear sweatpants, you can still look cute, get yourself together. Not everyone's going to agree with that. I don't really care, but yeah. Number 5, refuse chaos over popularity, over being provoked, over any of that. Peace over a lot in your life. We do not accept chaos in our life anymore. Any chaotic energy of any type, of any person, of any energy, declined, blocked, invitation. No, we don't want that in our life. And lastly, number 6, choose quality relationships only. We don't need quantity. We want quality. We want genuine connections in our life, connections that actually fulfill us and help us grow and elevate in life. And you feel safe around them. And it's good, it's comfortable, it's peaceful. We don't need chaotic people, chaotic energy, being stagnant with certain people that keep our energies low. We don't want that. Or stagnant energy where there's no growth of any type, or you don't see when you talk about goals and things that you want to do and accomplish, they're like, yeah, no, not for me, nah, no, absolutely not, no. Your external environment does help shape you, and especially the relationships that you build with people, it helps shape you. So find people who are genuine, who actually have the quality of genuineness, of them being solid and being grounded individuals, or individuals who want that growth, who want to elevate in life, who want big things in their life. Class isn't always money, it's self-respect. Self-respect curated in your daily routines, in your relationships, in what you allow in your life. All right, I'm going to start closing out this episode. Yeah, I just want to say we want to start refining that beautiful, classy energy as a young woman so that by the time we are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, she's already there. She's already got her self-worth. It's just refinement. Yet again, just keep refining that beautiful energy. And because we don't want to be like in our 50s and have this like high school girl mindset and mentality. And I feel like, for example, in a lot of workplaces, for example, um, there's a lot of older women, what, in their 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever it be, having this like mean girl mentality, this high school mentality. We don't want to be at that age and still behaving like a 15-year-old girl. No, no. We're not trying to seek validation. We're not trying to spread gossip about people that we don't even fucking know. Gossip in general, but especially on people we don't even know like that. We don't want to be spreading hatred and all this nasty energy that a lot of women I've seen who are older than me, way older than me, they don't carry that classy energy. They're not individuals that I would look up to and be like, yeah, like I respect you. I want to listen to whatever advice that you have for me. So start as a young woman right? Everything is not going to be perfect. You're not going to be this perfectly classy woman. It's refinement by time and how you age and grow and how your environments change as you grow. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was something that was insightful, and yeah, that you ladies can take anything from this, especially younger ladies. I hope this was a good one. I do have more episodes on my Spotify, so if you are not yet in sync with that, go over there as well. Check it out, see what I got. Play me while you're in the car, driving to work, whatever it is. I don't, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you beautiful people in the next episode.